Welcome to the sixth chapter of The Three Flowers. If you haven't watched the previous five chapters, then you should watch them out to understand this one better. And if you already watched it, then let's see what Pratik has written in his essay. Today we live in an era where everything is changing with a rapid rate. It would have been almost impossible to develop multiple skills 20 years ago, but today we see that a person with multiple skills are mostly in demand, which are too in huge number. In this era of knowledge, people have to update their knowledge every day to for growth in any field. Internet has made many strange things happen in real world and real time. It has given dense opportunities to people from various backgrounds. Education, skills, family issues, health problems are all discussed online, and that too with very low or no fees. Many rising stars are growing and are grown through internet. But the users are forgetting that we are social beings. We are more connected to each other when we are physically present in real time, and whosoever present online conversation may it be, it can't take place of real conversation. Also, the problem with the social media is that we are deeply imbibed in it, that it consumes more and more of our time. Many great people suggest us all to keep ourselves away from social media and our mobile 1 hour before going to sleep and 1 hour after waking up. It's too good if you turn on airplane mode for at least 2 hours in the evening and share some precious time with your loved ones. Coming to its positive sides, video streaming has been most productive for students, especially during the lockdown. They are given free access to resources which are worth lakhs offered in offline institutes. Again, the best part of online education is teachers can commit very few or no mistakes because whole world is seeing them. Turning to the future aspect, I would like to share some data, actually some prediction of world's smartest network, New York Academy of Sciences. Herb Klitzner, a researcher, predicts that by 2050, people will be able to scientifically understand himself or herself from a unique attribute mix point of view. By 2085, there will be age of interspecies personal encounter and will engender greater compassion toward other species. More unbelievable, and some theories of great logical explanations are coming to your side. Scientists are thinking technology as an asset and doing future planning for our ease. Instead, it would not be surprising to say that they will still be working on experiments, that is food, lifestyle and many more, to make our life expectancy. So here comes the field which would have great scope always, science, a stream for what people say 90% and above students, but the reality is far apart. Scoring a 90 plus marks in 10th doesn't mean you should take science. Anyone with curiosity can take it, and if this one factor lasts long, he will definitely succeed in this field. The most amazing thing about the field is that even the person at the peak can make statements which are simply unbelievable. Let us take an example. If quantum mechanics hasn't profoundly shocked you, you haven't understood it yet. This is a statement by Niels Bohr, a Nobel laureate from 1922. This is the true beauty of science. If you still think that a 90 plus percent in 10th grade is enough to take science stream, then you too haven't understood the science of science. This was Pratik's essay. In chapter 7, we will see what Sakshi has written in her essay. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.